Welcome back, everybody, to the opening day of the 2025 International Flower and Garden Festival here at EPCOT. We're celebrating 30 years of this flower and foliage fun-filled festival with brand new eats, new topiaries, new merch, and so much more. Hope you took your allergy pills. Why don't you guys come along? Let's go make some memories together. As with every festival, we're starting off by grabbing our passport. This is your guide to everything you need to know, including menus and the garden graze. This is a food stroll that has you trying 5 unique plant-based items for a free prize at the end. We won't be aiming to complete this today, but if we come across any eligible items, we'll collect our stamps just in case.
So this year, there's a lot of new booths that they've added to the festival.
There's a lot of brand new stuff this year.
And a lot of new food.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting because I know I'm very much looking forward to a lot of these new items.
Yeah.
So I think my top food item is gonna be the triple dipper thing.
Oh, the trio of dips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fiend for dips. So if you're gonna give me 3 in 1. And then for my beverage option, it's gonna be at the same booth. And it's the sparkling cocktail flight.
It does look really good.
Which they don't usually do a flight of cocktails, so that's gonna be interesting to actually get to try. What would you say your top choices are?
Honestly, it's gonna be La Isla Fresca. They've got 2 great new things this year that look fantastic with the Jamaican jerk chicken and a coconut chocolate flan choco. I think I'm saying that right. Either way, it sounded really good, and I'm excited to make my way back there and go try those items. Of course, first walking in, we've got our brand new topiaries for this year. They're celebrating Moana 2 with probably the largest display they've had. I can't think of any of them that have been bigger than this, but we've got Moana and Maui and Pua and Hey Hey, and the whole backdrop is just really, really extravagant. They really went all out. And I love just how fat they made Pua. We haven't seen Moana 2 yet, and I don't think he's that big. We know he's older, but he's really big. I think we're also underestimating just how big the Maui one is. This is so big, especially compared to how tiny Moana is. And of course, we are celebrating 30 years and growing of the Flower and Garden Festival. But before we jump into any of the menus, we're gonna head over here to Communicore Hall to check out the Festival Center. They really popped off with the last festival, Festival of the Arts. So we'll see if they keep that energy going for this festival. I actually really like the lighting in here.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
You're very pink right now.
Yeah,
We've got a handful of different little garden displays featured around in here that has a little bit of the edutainment aspect of Flower and Garden, or EPCOT just in general, talking about how they do certain gardens and plants and topiaries, and it's very calm and relaxing in here. It feels like we're in Living with the Land a little bit. Yeah, I do wonder if this is how topiaries start, if they just start off with this kind of wireframe and they just start building it. I do know that the topiaries take a very long time to build, years, which is weird to think about because some of these characters, last year we had Asha, she was brand new. They planned years in advance for Asha's topiary.
Yeah.
That's so strange to me.
It is. It's a good thing they never changed her design.
Yeah. Most notable in here is that they brought back the food booth, and this time it's EPCOT's Farmer's Feast, which is the rotating menu. So at 3 different points during this festival, we'll have 3 different menus, so it's good to use the space for that. I really love this grand centerpiece with all the different levels of the plants and everything. And then of course we've got a topiary up top of Spike the Bee. He's the secondary mascot after Orange Bird for the festival, so I'm glad he gets a chance to shine. I like that he uses a little thimble.
Yeah, to carry water.
To carry his little water around, because he's so tiny. Well, maybe not in this case. He's actually pretty big in this case. They've got some kind of maquettes or figures of probably the initial stages of creating these topiaries. So we've got Bo Peep, Anna and Elsa, we've got Figment down here, and then returning this year after a couple years of absence, we have Phineas and Ferb, since I think the show's being rebooted, or we're getting some kind of sequel show. Phineas and Ferb have been spending their 104 days of summer vacation at the festival since 2013, paving the way for innovators everywhere. This dynamic duo has set up shop in World Celebration. There's also this display that talks about how they do these kind of flower towers. So you can see an example right there. And I never realized it was a bunch of different levels, kind of if you're building your Christmas tree, you have to put it together piece by piece. And they actually have an example of it live in person over here. So it's cool to know that that's how they create it. I don't think it's as good or as impactful as the Broadway celebration that we had during Festival of the Arts.
I will say though that the vibes are really nice. It's just very tranquil and chill, and there's a lot of seating to just kind of enjoy yourself and listen to the little I don't want to say contemporary, but kind of
it's nice calm covers of Disney songs.
While we're here at Communicore Hall at the Farmer's Feast, I'll be getting the blueberry crumble cake with blueberry lemon zest, soft serve, and blueberry compote. And it's gonna be a part of the early bloom menu.
We love a compostable bowl. We love it.
I will say it does look so good. And I mean, I also just love like, kind of like a crumble cake situation.
This is right up your alley. This is literally meant for you. And even though it's really nice out, it's melting very quickly.
Ooh, it's nice and light and creamy with a nice, like, obviously hints of blueberry and lemon. Crumb cake. That's so good. It's almost like a cheesecake with like a crumble on top.
Interesting.
I'm gonna try it all together.
I haven't even tried it. My favorite thing is the price point.
Yeah.
It was less than $5. Yeah.
I think this is definitely like a must for the festival.
You're already giving out a best of the fest based on your first item?
Probably, yeah. It's so good. Do you want separate pieces?
Let me get the whole shebang.
All together?
All together. We're starting off Flower Garden right. Ooh, that is really good. It's funny because like the blueberries remind me of the blueberries you would get in like a blueberry yogurt.
Yeah.
They're like
yeah,
that really
like
softened. Yeah. The cake is very dense, but honestly, it's so good. That is such a good cake.
And I like that it is chilled. That it's kind of nice when, now that we're getting warmer outside, to have something that kind of bring it back down.
Yeah. How are we rating things today? Out of 5 what?
Do you want to do Spike the Bees?
We can do Spike the Bees. I think we did Spike the Bees the last 2 years. We're doing Spike the Bees again
Might
this
as
year.
well.
Out of 5 Spike the Bees, what do you give this?
A 5.
A 5.
Easily.
Okay. I think I need another bite for science. I'm gonna give it a 5 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. This is only here for the early bloom menu though, so it's just like the first month, which we definitely want to come back and try the other stuff for part of the other menus later on during the festival.
I know I got some eyes on some stuff for the summer one. Sticking to the Communicore area, we're stopping at the Florida Fresh booth, and I'll be getting the conch fritters with key lime aioli.
Is it conch fritters or conch fritters?
I've always known it as conch.
And then I was corrected one time and said it was conch. Now I'm confused. But I am very excited that you did pick these out because we've been to Olivia's over at Old Key West before, and this is one of their appetizers. I also just learned what a conch or conch was last night. I always thought it was just like the name. I thought it was like some kind of like lump crab or some kind of shellfish. No, like what lives in like the conch shell is like a sea slug. So like it's kind of weird to me now. Don't know how I feel about it. Oh, and that key lime aioli. It looks like frosting. It looks like straight up frosting.
I'm gonna try it without the key lime first. It's definitely good. It kind of reminds me of stuffing a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, like a little stuffing ball.
Interesting.
With like more of like a...
Like a hush puppy?
That makes it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now Bruno. The Encanto show's going in the background. Just gonna do one bite. Oh man.
Yeah.
That aioli has like the nicest tang to it.
Yeah.
It's just that sharp little like citrusy point to it. You gave Best of Fest to that. This gets Best of Fest to me. This is like, make this a permanent offering here. That is so good.
Yeah, as long as you have the key lime, that like puts it at a Best of the Fest.
Oh my gosh. 5 out of 5 Spike the Bees. Best of the Fest.
Definitely. I hope the other new booths are just as good as this. It'd be a perfect festival if it were.
As we stroll through the World Celebration Gardens, we've got our Topiary of Figment, but there are so many more topiaries featured here. Roll that beautiful foliage footage. Making our way over here to Creation Shop, we're gonna pop inside and check out some of the new merchandise for the festival. There's a little bit of a line to get in, and we don't anticipate really buying anything, but it wouldn't be a festival unless we go look at the merch at least. Also, major points for an orange bird trash can. Hello. It's a sea of orange and a sea of people. We're not gonna showcase every single item that's new for the festival, but we're gonna point out some ones that we think are notable and nice. The first thing that caught my eye are the new ears, and I love just how vibrant these are. These are so cute.
I like that it's not only an orange, but Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, I like when they subtly work it in. Celebrating 30 years. Are they scented?
It smells really nice.
I love the prizes for the Spike's Pollination Exploration activity. This is a paid thing you do. You do pay $9.99 for it, but then you go around the park and you find different Spike the Bees and mark where you found them. And you always, of course, get a prize for it. And these are so fun. You get a little watering can of either Mickey, the caterpillar from Alice, which is a very cool one, Spike the Bee, and Orange Bird. Which one would you pick?
The caterpillar is definitely like the most unique one, but I don't know how practical it is with it coming out of like his point of his head.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe like orange bird, like his little like teapot shape.
Oh, he is a teapot shape. Here's this year's Spirit jersey, and normally I don't like dates, but I can accept this because it's like an anniversary thing. But I don't like the little scrunchy bottom of it.
Yeah, it feels like a towel.
It does feel like a towel. That's so strange unless you're supposed to like wipe your brow with your $80 Spirit jersey as you're gardening.
I was thinking maybe like you go to the beach.
Yeah,
kind of like what you wear after.
It is kind of like a cover up. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's an odd choice. What's the back look like? Well, that's cute at least. Very subtle. I think I like the one last year better. They brought back the Orange Bird lug, but it looks like you can actually fit a water bottle in it now. So you can take your $85 bag gardening with you while you wear your $85 Spirit jersey. It's perfect. They thought of everything.
And your $80 corksicle bottle.
There you go. I really like the Loungefly. It looks like
an old bag.
Yeah, it looks like something you would take like on a hike. So you can take your $80 Loungefly and your $80 Spirit jersey and your $50 corksicle on your hiking trip. They thought of everything. No, I like genuinely really do love this. It gives me vibes of the Wilderness Explorers.
Yeah, the colors especially.
Very cute. And it's not like a normal texture. It's actually like the canvas.
Yeah, it is canvas.
Yeah. Hold on. They did bread and butterfly coasters.
Oh, that's really cute.
Oh no. Do I need this? So Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite Disney movies. I have always loved it. Even as a child, I loved how absurd it was. I love how kooky it was. And like just little things like this. Oh my gosh. How much is it? $25. That's not horrible. And they're very heavy. Like feel how heavy those are.
Oh wow, yeah.
They're ceramic, yeah. Do I buy this today? If I do, it'll be towards the end.
Yeah, those will be here.
We do need new coasters.
The butter tray is really cute too.
Yeah, or if you don't want to use it for butter, you could use it for like trinkets. I was gonna talk about the Alice ears. We'll come back to those because they have a bread and butterfly bag. Is it Loungefly? I think it's Loungefly.
So cute.
They went so creative with this line.
And even like the little flowers on the strap.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We have zero need for this.
I know.
Oh, there's Alice on the back. These are almost not even like flower garden related except for this like little medallion in the middle. I think the back of one of the ears says it. Yeah, it does, but it's like so subtle that like, again, kind of like the bag, you could consistently wear these year round. And like Golden Afternoon, oh my gosh. I've been seeing a ton of guests and cast members having the new shoulder plush for Spike the Bee. Oh, I love him. He's really soft. Feel how soft he is.
Oh yeah, he is. So cute.
I don't need another shoulder plush.
I know, I haven't been wearing mine.
I know.
Little wings.
They do come with like a little magnet that you put underneath your shirt, and then there's a magnet in the butt of the character, and then they sit on your shoulder. So very cute. Tempted to buy one, but I think if I'm gonna buy anything today, it's probably gonna be those coasters. Yeah. They have a little garden stake character of Spike the Bee here. I don't know if he like floats, if he hangs. So you like put him in your garden and you can hide him kind of like the little scavenger hunt they do here. You can have your own at home.
We are running low on the Pooh Bear pins.
Okay.
So if you want it, tell me right here, right now.
Oh, I love the Groot one. That's cute. I don't remember seeing that one online.
That's right. Slide them over.
Oh, it slides. That's creative. Do they all slide? Are they all slider pins? Oh. That is cool. Simba, which is probably the most creative one they have. I don't think they've ever seen a Simba one. And then Pooh Bear. That's so cool.
It's really cute.
Very popular right now.
Yeah. Mystery pin pack. Got all the different characters you can get. Right across from Creation Shop is Connections Eatery, which is the quick service location. We're going to be grabbing the lemon lavender Baumkuchen with lavender anglais. Because Connections Eatery is one of the quick service restaurants for the park, this isn't like a booth. You'll have to actually go inside and order, or mobile order like we did. They serve different Baumkuchens year round. This is just the one that showed up for this festival. Obviously very floral with the lavender. I love lavender. It's actually one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah.
It's very divisive, obviously, because it is so unique and strong.
Floral.
Very floral. But a Baumkuchen is a German-style kind of pastry cake that is supposed to represent like a tree log.
Yeah.
So they take the tree log and they kind of like cut it in half and then add the little like beautiful accoutrement to it. I just want to try the little lavender by itself first. Huh. I get a little bit of lavender at the end. It's not as like intense as like you think it would be. It's a nice like texture though. Kind of like frosting, but like really runny.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of everything there. Ooh, there's the lemon. Ooh, I like that a lot. I was like, there's not a lot of flavor here, and then it hits you at the very end. Oh, I didn't even see the little frosting.
On the side.
Yeah. You're gonna like this.
Yeah, that's very nice.
A little dense, a little heavy, very, very compact pastry. But it's still really light at the same time.
Yeah, it really is.
I feel like it's missing something though.
Yeah, it's not like super sweet. It's a very like more neutral dessert. So if like you're someone that likes something a little bit more toned back, I think this is a great option for you.
You definitely get way more lemon than you do lavender. I'm actually kind of disappointed there's not as much lavender. I think I still give it four spike the bees though. I would get this again.
Yeah, I'd get a 4 as well.
I think the biggest plus is cost per size. Like this thing is pretty big. Like you can easily split it. It was less than $7.
Yeah.
And they do offer different Baumkuchens year round. I think the normal one is a chocolate matcha, which I have had before on like a non-filming day, and it was really good. Definitely worth coming out of your way to get. It's just not as impactful as I thought it would have been, but I don't regret getting it.
Yeah.
Not too far from Communicore Hall, we have one of the brand new additions this year, and this is the Inside Out 2 Emotion Garden. And we've got different orbs here that represent the different original 5 emotions from the first Inside Out, and different plants that like inspire them. So like this one right here, we have fear. Fear is purple. It says fearful plants. Fear is filled with worries. He often bites his nails. The plants that scare him most couldn't harm a snail. They picked some really beautiful plants here, but I don't understand the like reference to fearful plants with such beautiful things. So like I could maybe understand
I think it
if
maybe
like
look like him because it's purple. That kind of looks like his sweater a little bit.
yeah, okay, I could get
Argyle.
that. Here's Joy's. We've got some beautiful sunflowers, some daffodils, blue for sadness. I love that she has like hydrangeas and some beautiful succulents. That's a beautiful color of a succulent. We're green with envy over here with disgust. And Matt pointed out, you said you think that that might be broccoli in there?
I think it might be broccoli.
That's very fitting if that's the case.
And that kind of looks like...
The top to like anise or like fennel. And finally we have red for anger. We've got some beautiful bromeliads. Bromeliads are one of my absolute favorite flowers. And we think it's just because it's like spiky and kind of like sharp and intimidating. And this one down here could be like a pepper plant. I do wish that there were like little placards here that said like, oh, this is what this plant is. So I can like connect the two.
Yeah, a little contact.
Yeah, because after we walked away from Fear the first time, someone said it's a snake plant. I was like, oh, that makes sense. 2 of the brand new booths this year are cleverly named after 2 Disney resorts with Beach Club and Yacht Club. From Beach Grub, we're grabbing the S'mores Bar, Fudge Brownie, Dark Chocolate, Toasted Meringue, and Smoked Graham Cracker. And from Yacht Grub, we'll be grabbing the trio of dips and chips, caramelized onion dip, whipped feta dip, and pimento cheese with house-made potato chips and caviar, as well as the sparkling cocktail flight, elderflower sparkling cocktail, lemon sparkling cocktail, and orange sparkling cocktail. Before we jump into our delicious selection of grub here, I love not only did they play along with Yacht Club and Beach Club, but they also did Play Along Bay for Storm Along Bay for this playground that's nestled in between the 2 of them. They also have the Smucker's garden here for the tie-in to Smucker's Uncrustables, which they also have an entire really long backstory for it that's very extravagant. They did not need to do it, but they did. That looks so good.
I know, it really does. The meringue looks really nice. It's really nice. That's so good.
It's so funny because I read the descriptions of these things and I completely forget what's inside them. Is it like a brownie? Just the graham cracker alone, I love.
I know, it's so good.
Oh, I got a little bit of sea salt there at the end.
Salt.
I think I like this better than the crumb cake we had earlier.
It's honestly been such a good day for food.
I know. It's nice, it's dense, it's super rich. That saltiness from the graham cracker. You'd think it would be like a really safe snack based on just being s'mores, but it's pretty elevated.
It is, honestly.
Yeah, giving it 5 out of 5 spiked bees.
Oh, for sure. It's a 5.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to give this back.
I was gonna say, these are all my options.
I know they are all your options.
I've been having all the 5s.
I know. Also, you have to believe us, but we've had these antenna the entire time we've been here. Don't question it. Up next is our sparkling cocktail flight, which I did see people have, like the regular cocktail flights. They're almost the same size.
Yeah, these are just a little bit smaller.
I'm a little confused because normally, like, it's a pretty substantial difference. So, like, you're not going to get very much, but like these are pretty large. Like that's a nice little spread for $14.50.
Elderflower.
Okay, elderflower.
The lemon sparkling.
Okay.
And the orange sparkling.
Which one are you most excited for?
Maybe the elderflower or the lemon.
Okay.
Anything that ever has like elderflower, like just Saint Germain elderflower liqueur.
You really love.
I always want it.
Yeah.
Every time. That's nice. It's nice and like obviously floral because of the elderflower.
Yeah. Very bubbly, very effervescent.
It's like a drier lemon.
Okay.
I would like it a little bit more sweet. I don't know about that one.
Ooh.
It's just a little plain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I know they are made with some like sparkling things.
Like Seagrams.
So I think that's probably where it's coming to be a little bit drier than you might want. I'm definitely gonna vote for elderflower being the best one.
Yeah, same.
I would say the lemon and the orange are pretty tied. They're not anything I outright don't like.
Yeah.
I would maybe not get these again, but if I got handed one poolside, hanging out at yacht club or beach club, I think I would really enjoy, especially on a really hot day.
I think if you really enjoy those kind of like drier like drinks that aren't very sweet, you'll definitely enjoy them.
I think it's gonna be one of those drinks that like kind of sneaks up on you a little bit. You're enjoying it, and all of a sudden you realize, whoa, I've had a lot. I think I'm gonna rank the cocktail flight maybe 3.5 spike the bees out of 5.
That's fair. I think that's what I'd vote it as well.
Okay, perfect. Future us here, when you get this flight, stir them, because they became infinitely better once we stirred up all the juices that fell to the bottom. So I think I'm gonna bump up my score to a 4 instead of a 3.5.
I agree. 4.
And we move on to our final item here at Yacht Grub, and this is going to be, I assume, the caramelized onion, the whipped feta with the caviar, and then the pimento cheese dip. And then they gave us a ton of chips. We got a lot of house-made potato chips. Which one are you most excited for?
Maybe the onion one. The onion
That's
sounds really
kind of what I was thinking too.
But you can't really go wrong with any.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess I'm taking that with it.
What was it? Oh, like the pepper or whatever it was?
Oh, maybe that's like a lemon garnish.
Oh.
We got a little bit of like lemon.
Okay.
At the end. Guess take a little caviar.
You had caviar 2 festivals in a row.
I know.
Yeah?
They're really good.
Yeah?
It's almost like I forget what those dips are called. Like a French onion taste to it.
Oh, okay.
With
That one's the
like-
whipped feta.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a pimento.
I would say I figured that one would have been
Ooh, that's a nice,
okay
like-
with you.
Pickly jalapeno like flavor to it.
Okay.
That's nice.
Caramelized onion. Ooh, there's some kind of like cheese in there. It tastes kind of like Parmesan. It's like a very
Possibly.
stinky, smoky cheese. I like that. Flower and Garden, what is happening? How is there so much good stuff at this festival? That one's a little one note to me. I'm actually kind of disappointed in that one a little bit. I just expected more from it. It feels like it needs maybe more garlic or
A little
something like that.
something.
A little something. Because like you can tell that it's feta, but like feta doesn't have like a ton of flavor to it, I guess. It's good, but I think I like that first one
Maybe
better.
you're missing the caviar.
Maybe.
Sean!
I might be okay without having the caviar.
Oh, yeah.
All right, final pimento. Little nibble of a carrot, pepper.
Yeah. It looks,
carrot.
yeah. Oh, it is?
Oh, it's pickled. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I get the little spice there at the end, that like tiny little tingle. And then we're gonna go with the caramelized onion, then the pimento, and then the feta. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5
That's what I was gonna
because
do.
that middle one isn't perfect to me, but it's good enough that I'm not gonna stop eating it.
Exactly.
Making our next stop at the Citrus Blossom at the Odyssey Pavilion, we're going to be grabbing the lemon tart with lemon curd, blood orange fluid gel, aquafaba meringues, and raspberry powder, as well as the Three Daughters Brewing Orange Blossom Hard Cider. This meringue is entirely plant-based. I think it's our first 100% plant-based item, and it was actually a stamp on the Garden Grace, so we did collect our one stamp. Yeah, I think there might be one more snack we're going to be getting today that's for sure a stamp, but that'll be towards the end. But I think this looks pretty good. It is a lemon meringue-looking kind of pie situation. It actually kind of looks like a pineapple upside down cake.
It really does. It's just that red.
Yeah, the little cherry on there. There's a lot of words in this one.
I know, you kept going. I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Fluid gel. Ooh, that cut right through like fluid gel. Except for the crust. The crust is aqua gel. Aqua beads. Oh. I lost some. We're going to do it like this because I can't cut through it. Oh, wow. That is really good. That is literally like a lemon meringue pie. But plant-based, so like I guess no egg from the meringue.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm trying to think of like what would have been like animal product. There is kind of like a weird note to it though.
Yeah. And it's
don't know.
Fluid gel.
Well, it's not like a textural thing for me. It's like a taste thing.
Does it taste kind of like metallic-y because of that like
it might be the lemon.
When you make like a blueberry pie, like it's not gonna taste like real blueberries. It's gonna taste artificial.
Yeah.
This does taste artificial, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
Oh, it instantly just like crumbled. Huh.
What is it? Ooh.
It's supposed hello. It's supposed to be like a meringue. Oh.
Does it taste like an orange or a blossom?
Maybe. It doesn't really have like a distinct flavor to it. It's definitely good.
I can smell this like cider portion of it.
You can get this in 2 different sizes. We opted for the larger one, which is obviously more expensive. I think this is a 12 ounce, the smaller is a 6.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
It does taste just like a cider though.
Yeah. I'm glad it's not syrupy because sometimes ciders can kind of walk the line of being a little too like thick.
I maybe get like a light floral note to it.
I think this one's fine. I've had better ciders at other festivals.
It's really refreshing.
It is very refreshing. Again, if it was really hot out, I think this would be perfect.
And it has a nice bright note to it.
It does. So I think I'm gonna rank this a 3.5.
Really? Wow, that's low.
And then I think I'm gonna rank the tart as a 4.
I'm gonna be about the reverse. I'm gonna say the cider is about like I'd say it's about a 4.5 for me.
Okay.
I love a nice refreshing drink. And then the like tart is gonna be more of like probably a 3 for me.
Oh, interesting. I'm very surprised you don't like the tart.
It's more so that like metallic can flavor.
I get that.
The lemon.
I get that. Okay.
If it were all the orange, like the blood orange, I think it would be higher. But yeah, that lemon has a weird flavor to it.
Also, before we parked ourselves in this spot, we got stopped by a guest who says that she watches our content.
One of our followers.
Yeah, it's so weird because, like, not to talk like highly of ourselves, but we've grown a lot on our channel in the last like 8 months or so.
Even just like 2 months.
Just in the last 2 months. I mean, we're almost to 2,000 followers, and less than 6 months ago we were just under 1,000. So it's weird to think that like we're growing so fast and that we're being recognized in the park and people are coming up and telling us that they love our content. Yeah. Even on days when we're not filming, like I'm having people come up and be like, we watch your guys' stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. So thank you guys if you guys watch our stuff, if you guys like our stuff, like you guys are what makes this fun, and like getting to be able to see you guys in the parks is super enjoyable. And this guest said that like they were playing this game of like assigning points to different influencers that they saw,
see who they see,
you know, in the wild. And she said that her and her wife like us the most. So we got 10 points total, and that, you know, she loves that we're so grounded and that we are just still such a young channel, and we're still coming into who we are as content creators, and she just likes our energy. So it was really nice being able to hear that. We didn't happen to catch your name, so I'm so sorry, but we love you and thank you guys for watching our stuff. And if you guys see us in the parks, please come say hi. Even if we're not filming, because there are still days where we come to the parks and just enjoy them as like regular everyday guests. If you see us, come say hi, talk to us. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it really means a lot to us.
It really, really does.
For my final item, we're stopping here at Refreshment Outpost. I'm getting the Keel Farm Strawberry Hibiscus Hard Cider.
This one looks and smells
Yeah, it smells amazing.
so good. I think it's the hibiscus that's in it.
Oh, wow.
Better than the last one?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
It's definitely more of like that syrupiness that you were talking about. Because it's almost like a Smucker's.
Oh.
Yeah, in flavor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way better. It's arguably way sweeter too.
Oh, yeah. Very
It's
much
so
sweeter.
sweet.
It just, like, all the notes are sweeter and, like, more. Because, like, not only is it more strawberry, but you also get more of, like, the floral notes to it, too.
With this one, you can only get the larger size. This one, there's no option
Yeah,
for a smaller
I
one.
noticed that.
But I think I would want the smaller one. I think it's just so
Really?
sugary. Whereas the other one was a bit more subtle, and I feel like I could, I mean, obviously did finish the 12 ounce one. This one I think would be hard for me to finish. It's just so hyper sweet, but it tastes way better.
I have a sweet tooth, so it's
Yeah.
going to go down.
There's not a whole lot of notes to give on this one. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
if you
it
like
really
a really
is.
sweet hard cider, I think this is great for you. I don't think it's as alcoholic tasting as the last one was, and I just think the sugar covers that up quite a bit.
Yeah, hides it. So it could be, you know, a deadly little secret for
I
later.
know. So I gave the last one a 3.5, I think is what I said.
I think you
I'm
did.
gonna give this one a 4.
I'll give it a 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. The bridge for the barges is up. We don't get to see this too often.
Oh, yeah, and there's the barge itself.
Oh, yeah. It always makes me laugh, though, because everyone complained that Harmonious ruined the sight lines of Olive World Showcase. And guess what currently sits out in the lagoon almost every day now? Luminous's
Most of it,
barges.
yeah.
So we didn't really lose anything. Oh, here actually comes the barge right now. Yeah, look. They have to wheel it all out. It's funny seeing someone like actively driving it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, barge. Break a leg. You're doing amazing, sweetie. I almost just did the unthinkable. I almost grabbed something at the Italy booth. We never go to the Italy booth.
Never.
I was strong-willed and I decided against it, but they had like a Dirt and Worms cannoli, and I love Dirt and Worms. It was not a bad price too. It was like $5.50 for it, so not horrible. But
I
I feel that voice whispering back in my, you know, in the back of my head to at some point get it. So if you guys see it in another future video, I apologize in advance, but it did look really good. I almost freaked out because every year they put the dragon topiary right here for the Tory Gate, and I was like, there's no way they can get rid of the dragon. They moved it. Here it is, right next to all the dining in the pavilion. So I don't know if I like this spot better, but you at least can get closer to it to look at all the details and everything. 'Cause I never realized it was like made up of a bunch of like succulents,
Yeah,
so that's
succulents.
really cool. But you can also get like a way closer photo. So I miss seeing it out at the Tory Gate, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's impressive in front of the Tory Gate, but I think I like it more, like, encapsulated in the nature that's
Yeah,
over
it's
here.
very close to
Really
us now.
pretty.
Making our final stop here at La Isla Fresca between Morocco and France. I'm going to be getting the Jamaican jerk chicken, pigeon pea rice, roasted sweet plantains, and cinnamon butter, as well as the coconut chocolate flan cocho, chocolate cake, coconut custard, and passion fruit caramel, which is also a stamp on the Garden Grace. Now it's my time to shine. These are the two things I was probably most looking forward to the entire day. Jamaican jerk chicken looks impeccable.
Yeah, it looks very
I
good.
am so excited to have this. Ever since we had our Jamaican jerk chicken on the Disney cruise we did last year, that was my favorite meal in the entire ship, and I've been like dying to have more of it. We also had some in actual Jamaica too, which is
Yeah.
arguably better, but like it was so good. Ooh, you can smell the
Yeah,
like
you can smell
the
it.
like cinnamon butter on there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try a little bit of the pigeon pea rice first. Oh, that's pretty flavorful. It does taste like Zatarain's. So,
There's nothing wrong with that.
nothing inherently wrong with that. A little bit of plantain. That's where your cinnamon butter is at.
Makes sense.
Nice but sweet but savory if you've had a plantain. It's exactly what it is. That's actually kind of spicy.
Oh, really?
Wow. Disney World, you got spicy food at your festival? There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
I can't really pick any like distinct flavor.
Discernible things, yeah.
But the heat alone, I welcome it. Ooh, it's like a heat that lingers too. The chicken is not dry at all. That's like the biggest fear with getting chicken at Disney is that it's gonna be dry.
The rice is so good.
Are you a fan of plantains?
It's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to get one, but
Okay.
if it's like a part of a meal, I'll eat it. So.
Okay. Because I know you don't like savory and sweet together normally.
Oh, okay.
Right. The heat.
Yeah, look at them.
It's not like spicy, but it like sits at like the back of your throat
Yeah.
really well.
Because at first I was like, oh, this is really burnt, but no, that's all the seasonings. That's
They did
nice.
not skimp.
That's good.
I'm giving it best the best. This is 5 stars.
It's definitely, I'll say 5 stars just for the chicken alone.
This was exactly what I wanted from this dish.
Yeah, it is shockingly like spicy from like what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, if you're spice
And, like,
averse,
a
do
bread.
not get this. Like, we love spice, and like, I'm even like, all right, I need some water. I need something to like
Yeah, I
cool,
feel
cool my mouth down a little bit.
around.
Yeah, man, that's
great.
good. That's so good. And now it's time for dessert, which I want to say, previous years, I might be mixing up my festivals, but they had a plant-based tres leches, and I
think
don't
so.
remember if it was this festival or not, but it's not present, and that makes me sad because that was one of my favorite things that they've
Yeah.
had previous years. But this does look really unique. I'm gonna assume based on just what it's called that you're going to have to like flan. But it looks like it's a combination of like a flan and a brownie.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm not
I
complaining.
genuinely don't know what to expect.
Definitely looks very soft.
I know, it's kind of fudgy looking too. That's a weird texture.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They almost don't work together very well. The flan
Oh.
is so separate from what that other thing on the bottom is, the chocolate cake, that it's very strange. But it is nice and cool, and my mouth is already cooling down from that jerk chicken. So they make for a good combination for at
Yeah.
least in that aspect. I want a little bit of that flan juice. I like it, it's good. This is probably the strangest dish we probably had all day though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't figure out if I like it or not.
It's like fruity, but almost like honey.
Well, they do have the passion fruit.
It's passion fruit. Though.
Yeah.
I like it personally.
It's good, but it's weird, right? If you don't like textures, I would avoid getting this. How many spike the bees?
I think for uniqueness alone, I'll give it a 4.
I was gonna go with 4 as well. I almost said a 3.5, but that feels a little too low.
Yeah, because I genuinely actually like this dish.
I don't feel the need to get it again, but I'm glad I tried it. But I will 100% be getting this Jamaican jerk chicken again at every single festival. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming along with us.
Oh.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming along with us today to the opening day of the International Flower and Garden Festival here at EPCOT for 2025. So many brand new things we got to try today. I got my bread and butterfly coaster set, so life is perfect. What was your favorite item or items you had today? What was your best of the fest?
That's hard. There was so much good food today.
This was easily the strongest opening day of a festival we've experienced. Like, it is hard to pick.
I think I'd have to say the conch fritters. Like, I was really trying to come up with like one of my dessert options that I got, but that one just kept like being there in the back of my mind. So that one's definitely number 1. And then obviously it's gonna be, I can't decide between these two. The s'mores and the blueberry like crumble cake.
No love for the trio of dips?
It was good. It was definitely like the 4th option.
Okay.
But those 2 desserts were just like made for me.
My best of the fest, gonna go to the conch fritters, absolutely. That key lime aioli I'm going to dream of tonight. The trio of dips I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I know I give it a 4.5, but I keep thinking about those dips and like I want more of them. I wish the
Yeah.
portion was bigger because again, I could just sit there and just eat them all day. And then my final one is that Jamaican jerk chicken.
That was
was
very good.
so good. That had no business being as good as it was for festival food. I don't think I've experienced something with that much spice and flavor at a Epcot festival. Usually
honestly.
things are very mild. So it was a pleasant surprise and I adored it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The International Flower and Garden Festival runs through June 2nd, so plenty of time to come down here and enjoy some of the goodies we tried today, maybe some things we didn't try today. We did mention earlier that there is that rotating menu at Farmer's Feast, so I do want to come back out here and at least try something from each of those. And maybe along the way, we'll highlight some things we skipped on today. There's plenty of gardens we walked past that we didn't show off today. This is a very, very full festival, lots of things to do and see, so we want to make sure we have enough time to highlight all of it. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you guys get updates on all of our future adventures. And let us know in the comments, what was your favorite thing that we had today? Or if you've been looking over the menus, what's something we should have got today that we need to get next time? And as always, thanks for making memories with us. I've been Adrian.
And I've been Matt.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!